What's happening, family? It's your boy Andre Romance, and I'm up at this thing once again. What's up, family? I'm here to just talk to y'all about some real stuff, and I just want to keep it real 100 with y'all. Life right now is full of hatred, and we gotta find that area where we can really implement love. And we gotta start with self. First off, let me say this. There are people in this world that have an agenda to push hate. There are people in this world that has this agenda to destroy, to kill, to deplete. There's people out there with this agenda. And with that being said, we as individuals have to decide what type of person we want to be. Do we want to be this person that indulges in hatred? Do we want to be this person that gets off on seeing people hurt, that gets off on seeing people oppressed? Or do we want to be that person that enjoys life for what it is, that enjoys the ability to express love, to have the ability to connect with other people and to feel that positive vibe from one to another? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be that person that is able to influence, that is able to uplift when someone feels down? We have to make those decisions. And so today, man, I'm just talking what's on my heart. There's a lot of people out there like that just don't care. It's a whole lot of selfishness going on right now. A whole lot of it. And the sooner you realize it, the sooner you can do something about it, if it's happening to you or if you're the one that's doing it. So I want to encourage you all to look at self today. Start to pick apart the character that you carry. This person, this persona that you have. I want you to start identifying what that is. Who are you? What do you stand for? Because at the end of the day, if you're not living a loving life, you're living a hateful life. And no amount of hate is greater than another. Hate is hate. Love is love. There's a scale there. You know what I'm saying? And every percent of it is going to cause the difference in the scale. So, man, with that being said, man, I just really want y'all, I want us as a whole, it don't matter what race you are, what gender, man, it really don't matter about all of that. It don't matter about what your skin looks like. If we was all blind, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't have to be biased about how someone looked. Could you imagine how much stress we would be out of if we were all blind? How much less stress you would have on your mental just by not being able to see and pick apart, and gather your own information and opinion about something based on what you visually see. This is what we got the option. We have an opportunity that we can live life like that, even though we can see. You can physically see, but it's how you see. Are you really seeing from the eyes, or are you seeing from the heart? And so we have to constantly remind ourselves that you have to be seeing from the heart. Like, you have to be seeing from the inside, and not just from your own opinions, not just from what other people are saying or making fun of and poking fun at. But you have to find that love. You have to find that positive source in yourself and live your life off of it. Because see, the enemy, I was thinking about this earlier today. An enemy is not just a person. An enemy is anything that goes against what is right, what is righteous. That's what an enemy is. An enemy is something that comes to kill, steal, destroy. It is all about destruction. It's all about tearing apart. It's never about building. And so you don't want to be that. I would, if I could speak for you, I would. You don't want to be that person that's causing destruction. I've done my part. I've indulged in a little bit of it myself. But it is not the way of life. It is not the rightful way. And there is a lot of ways that you can live your life that don't involve being the enemy. Being the lover is what life is, in my opinion. If I have to choose whether I'm going to destroy or build, I'm going to choose to build. And I will hope that everyone out there that I'm talking to today is looking at that and considering their actions, considering their opinions, considering what they feel in their heart versus how they display it. These are all things that we need to be like seriously on top of right now. And especially now, because there's such a great agenda to destroy us on a large scale. Like a lot of us don't even understand how close we are to being destroyed, how close we are to allowing this society to tear us apart and strip from us what we have, to strip our very DNA away from us. Every fiber in your body, everything that you are was made in love. It was not made in hate. We were not meant to be fighting each other and putting each other down and destroying each other and making each other feel bad. We were not built for that. There's some people that are really, really good at being that person. But we got to go and look at the inner structure of things. Understand that there are spirits around us at all times. And whether we open ourselves up to these behaviors that these spirits carry, it's up to us. But it's very important that you understand, overstand that all of these entities around you are not there to help you in life. And you can start to identify some of these things as you dissect your character. The things that you have, the things you normally do, you may not even pay attention to it, but this is the time that we start to look at self, because we need love. You need love, and you have to start displaying that on the rightful level. You owe nothing to any man but love. And if you can't remember anything else about life, always remember that. You don't owe them money. You don't owe them a compliment. Even though a compliment is somewhat of a loving thing. You don't owe anything to anybody. You don't owe them an explanation. But you owe them love. And if you love people, man, you would do right by them. You would do everything in your power to make sure that you weren't hindering somebody's life, that you wasn't putting somebody down, that you wasn't making somebody feel envious of you or making anybody jealous. You would tread softly with the idea and the intent to be a positive influence rather than someone that craves attention. See, attention gets us only but so far. Seeking after attention causes people to envy you. It causes people to hate you when they feel like you got more than they do. And so you got to be careful with that. And how you be careful with that? How do we do this? We do this by structuring ourselves based on love. The things that we do are to be in a loving manner. And let it be known that it's love. See, it doesn't make you less of a man, lesser of a woman, to tell somebody you love them and mean it from the heart. And it doesn't have to be in a sexual manner because somebody says, I love you. When I tell people I love them, I mean it from the heart. And some people, they get weirded out about it because they're not used to that being placed. They're not used to somebody saying that to them. And that's sad that we live in a world where there are people that never hear I love you. They never hear I care about you. And that's the very thing that's stopping most of these people from becoming the person that they need to be. It's the lack of love. The lack of the understanding of what love is. Most people think that love is something that they have to be rewarded. It's something that is earned. You have to do something in order to get it. A lot of us think that, but that's not true. Love is given. It's not taken. It's not earned. You can't do anything to get it. It's something that's natural. You don't have to maintain it, nothing. It just happens. And when you start working on yourself, when you start to love yourself, and when you understand who you are, love takes the stage. Love takes that forefront. And I encourage you all to do the same. Go within self. Find that happy spot. And while we are looking at these wicked agendas unfold in the world, understand the role that you have and the power that you have just in your ability to choose to love more than hate. It all starts with you choosing not to live life with hate in your heart. You can't have both though. You can't live in hate and love at the same time. And these are facts. You can't do both. It's one or the other. But I hope that what I say influences you all. This is just something that was on my heart, so I figured I'd make a quick video and express it so that to whom may hear this may get a revelation, may get some sort of influence, a push in the right direction. If you're feeling down, be encouraged. Be encouraged about life. Stop participating in the destruction of this world. If you are protesting, please protest in a loving manner. I know there's a lot of people out there that are angry about what the society has done to us. But handle it out of love. It doesn't mean you're a punk. Doesn't mean you soft, because you're intellectual and you know how to handle yourself on a higher level. And that's what we need. We need thinkers. We need people that could think their way through the problems and not just react off emotions. And as we go out and tear up our own communities and stores and things like that, we have to realize and remember, these are other people's lives that we're killing. The people whose attention we're trying to get are not affected at all by any of the things that we have done in the streets thus far. They have done so much to our communities to help us to destroy our own. But it is up to us to identify love within self and apply it, implement it. Don't fall for these traps out here. Don't fall for these traps. That's what they want us to do. They want us to kill each other. They want us to envy each other. They want us to steal from each other, rob each other. They want it all. They want us all to be pulling each other down, trying to get to the highest spot in life. And they just sit at the top and laugh and point, probably place bets on us. We are living guinea pigs to those that hate. But we're stronger than them. Love is stronger than hate. It has always been. And so, I want you all to be encouraged. Be positive about everything that's going on in life right now. Even though there's a lot of garbage going on in this world right now. I need you all to stay focused. I need you to stay on your mark. I need you to be consistently growing mentally, physically, and spiritually. We need all of those things happening at the same time. Don't focus too much on one thing or you'll unbalance your scale. Alright? I love you all. I want to see you all doing great things. Y'all keep me up. I'm going to keep y'all up. And I'm out of this thing.